All right, we're live.
Fabulous. All right, so welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight, we are going to do a coach glimpse sneak peek for you. So, for about the next 30 to 37 minutes ish, we're going to chat all things coaching. And we want you to know that we're going to be speaking back and forth. You're going to see us kind of bounce back and forth, but this is absolutely a conversation. So if you're new to Zoom, whether you're on your phone or your computer, there's an option at the bottom that allows you to show your video, not show your video. We would love to see your face. It's so much easier to talk to your face. There's also an option to chat. So if you have questions as we go through this or things that like we're speaking about that you're like, okay, that's spawned a hesitation or a thought or anything at all, put it in the chat and we can answer it as we roll through the call. We'll also open up at the end of the call. We'll open up for questions and answers. So don't feel like you can't ask us. You can either do it in the chat or you can at the end, we'll open it up and you can speak. But just know while we're talking, this is an open dialogue. We're super grateful for you taking this time with us tonight. We know how precious your time is. We literally started this because we wanted more time in our life. So we know just how precious this time, and especially at night when you're doing bedtime and family time and kid time, and you're finally getting to relax after a long day. So we are super grateful that you're here, and we're excited to share our hearts with you. As we get started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. Raquel's going to tell you a little bit about hers, and then we're going to dive in to the details of this team. My name is Jessica Warren. This is Raquel McAfee. We co-founded Team VIP in 2015, and we're going to be doing this call for you. But whether you were invited by us or someone that's on our team, just know when you get one of us, you get all of us. We are truly such a cohort, a little family of just the most incredible people that we're so blessed to work with every day. And no matter who is your attached coach, your original coach, you actually get access to the entire team forever and ever, for better or worse. I started this business in January of 2015. And when I started this business, I thought it was so stupid, to be totally honest. Raquel actually brought this business to me. We had been best friends and serial entrepreneurs for years prior to getting into Beachbody. We've run boot camps. We were fitness presenters. My background and my education is health and fitness. I have a master's in exercise science. That's what I've always done. I was a personal trainer. At the time I started Beachbody, I was a general manager of a health club, and my daughter, who's now 6, was a newborn. And she was about 8 months old. So I was in motherhood, in my eyeballs, first-time mom, breastfeeding, hormones, all the things. And I was working a lot because I had my dream job. I loved my job so much because I was a general manager of a health club. So I was working with people. I was working with my team of trainers, my team of group fitness instructors, and I loved it. But it was really demanding. I was working 50 to 60 hours a week. I was on call 24/7. There were no holidays. There were no vacations because literally if anything went wrong, it was my responsibility to fix it. If a pipe broke, it was on me. If somebody was mad about personal training, it was on me. If there was a snowstorm, it was on me. Everything was on my shoulders, which was fine when I was single and it was fine when I was married. But once I had a baby, it was no longer fun. Because when I was at work, I was stressed out about paying somebody to stay home with my daughter. And when I was at home, I was stressed out answering work problems. So when I came to this opportunity came to me, and Raquel was like, I think this is going to be our next business adventure. I was like, you're dumb. This is dumb. I don't have time for this. And I was literally so negative about it because I was just like, hi, I have a master's in health and fitness. I don't need to work with a fitness company. Like, got it. I was such a little ego brat. But that's the truth of where it was. And I want to be honest because maybe you're in a similar position in wherever you might be coming from. Regardless, she wore me down. I got the FOMO and I said, fine, if we're going to do this, we're going to go all the way in, because I kept looking at it and I kept seeing all these people who had this great success. And I'm like, okay, well, if they can do it, sure, I should be able to do this with my eyes closed, right? And so we decided to jump in, and I said, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it for an entire year. Because if I'm going to put my little butt on the social media, back then it wasn't what it was now, but if I'm going to show up on the social media and put myself out there, you best believe I'm not going to flake out because my ego's too big for that, and I don't want to look stupid on social media. That was a big hang up for me, but honestly, it was like the best blessing because it pushed me past that point of giving up, because I refused to give up until I was successful. I was like, oh no, I'm not going to do it. And so that for me was a big push for me. But just that's a tiny bit about my story. I'll talk about a little bit more as we dive in, but just know wherever you're coming from, whether you're excited or nervous or scared, you're exactly where you're supposed to be in this moment. So just be open as we go through this.
All right, so let me just tell you a little bit about my story, and then I will let Jessica kick off about exactly who we are as a team and what our mission is and what exactly it is that we do. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Raquel McAfee. Thank you for spending your evening with us here. I came into this business a little bit different. So, I was coming off of 2014, which was by far the hardest year of my life. I know 2020 is really chaotic and hard, and it's just been hard for people. But in the back of my head, I think this is nothing compared to 2014 because that year I had my twin boys. I had them in January, and I had my daughter who was 2.5 at the time. So I had 3 kids, 3 and under. I went back to my full time career when my boys were 6 weeks old, and I was struggling with how to be a mom to 3 young babies, how to be a great wife and attentive to my husband, and how to be thriving in my career and do it all. And I felt like I was on a hamster wheel of life that I couldn't get off. And it was really and truly what I consider the perfect storm. Like I said, I was working full time and I wasn't making enough. I felt like I was taking my kids to daycare for 8.5 hours a day just to go to a job where I was getting paid just enough to get by, but never get ahead. Both me and my husband had our master's degrees. We were hard workers. And I remember thinking, I'm 30 years old and we're living paycheck to paycheck. This is not how I saw my life going. I would work so hard during the week. I even picked up a part-time job at the university. I was a university educator. I'll share more about that story when I show you my income progression. And I took on some extra teaching jobs in the evening where I was away from my kids even more just to help supplement daycare and diapers because we had 3 kids in daycare. And if you have ever paid for daycare, you know just how astronomical those costs are. And 2 out of 3 kids were in diapers. So money was tight. I got paid on the first of the month. And there were times where there was more month than money, where I would go to the grocery store and literally charge diapers because it was like, well, it's the end of the month. I don't get paid till the first. I would charge them. And then when I get paid on the first, I would try to pay that off. And it was just this hamster wheel. And I was working, and in the weekends when I did have time off, that was my time to clean the house and do laundry and grocery shop. And I was just like in 48 hours trying to do it all. And then I would get to Sunday evening and say, one, I'm still exhausted. I had no rest this weekend. And two, did I even get to enjoy my family? So I remember thinking, this is not the way my life is supposed to go. There's Something's got to give. And I had seen these different opportunities to work from home. I will be very honest, it's always so embarrassing to admit, but I tried 3 different at-home businesses prior to Beachbody Coaching, and they just weren't a good fit for me. No bad, juju on any of the things that I joined. It just wasn't a good fit for me. And in all fairness, I didn't give it a shot. I kind of tiptoed my way in, and the way you do anything is the way you do everything. And I just felt like if you're not going to go all in, you can't really expect to be successful. So when this came around, I was like, all right, Jessica, I brought it to Jessica, my very best friend. I thought for sure she'd be all on it. And she was like, absolutely not. Mainly because she and I have tried others in the past and failed. And so her faith wasn't that great in like me actually being successful in this. But like I said, I was at the end of my rope and I was like, no, I see other people doing this. I see that they're successful. If they can do it, why not me? And so we decided, okay, we're going to go all in for a year. And my ultimate goal in the beginning was if I could just make an extra $500 a month, that will help supplement daycare and diapers costs. And I'll just give me a little breathing room in our finances and I'll feel good. That was my goal. I loved my career, but I also knew, hey, if I can cut that part-time evening job so I don't have to be away from my kids more than I already am, and I can just bring in an extra $500 a month, that will be life-changing for us. So that is how I got started. I'll share a little bit more as we go on, but thank you again for being here. And I'm going to pass it over to Jessica and tell you a little bit more about who we are, who these women that you see in this picture.
So we are part of Beachbody. If you've used Beachbody before, maybe you're coming in and you're a current client. Maybe you've used the products and the workouts and you really love them and you want to be able to share more about it. Maybe you're coming in like Raquel and I did, and we came in for the business because of the integrity that the company already had. We wanted to be able to partner with a company that we felt very strongly about, we knew their stuff, and that we would be proud to represent. So when you think about network marketing, I know it's confusing. For us, when we came in, I didn't understand the business model. I didn't understand what network marketing actually meant. I knew that there was a lot of like bad karma out there about it, but I had never done any research. So when we got into this, we did a lot of research. But so that you know, network marketing, Beachbody is a network marketing company. We are a team of network marketing professionals. That's what we do. We partner with Beachbody. We are not Beachbody. We are our own person, our own brand. We built this so differently. Each one of us in this photo that you see has such different lives and such different approaches to this business, which we'll chat about as we dive into this. But we partner with this company because they are the number one top at-home health and fitness company in the world. Like not even close to anybody else reaching their level of expertise, the level of money and time and energy they spend into research and experts in both nutrition and in fitness. Like it's absolutely uncanny. But us as a Team VIP, Team Beachbody is a ginormous network, especially now. It's growing by the minute, literally. It's a huge network. We are a team within Team Beachbody, and we are Team VIP. Through our partnership with this company and the platform of health and fitness, we focus on creating an impact, an income, and a legacy for our families. That is what we're all about. We want to help women feel better, do better, and be better in whatever capacity that means for them. Some coaches on our team never sell one thing. All they do is focus on their journey. They get healthy, they get fit, and the legacy that they're creating is stopping the trend of obesity in their family. It's stopping that health risk, stopping that risk of disease, and breaking the mold and creating better habits for their future generations. That alone is absolutely incredible if you never make a dime in this business. If you're able to conquer that and create a new lifestyle and spread that to generations beneath you, you've won and you've created something absolutely incredible. And we go all the way to the flip side, where some people come into this team because they want to replace a full-time income and beyond. You know, they want to be making those six figures. They want to have that financial freedom where they can give, live, spend, and save in however they want to do that and not feel financially strapped. For me, that was my big vision. I was not hurting for money whenever I started this, but I wasn't free to spend and give and do whatever I wanted. I couldn't just at the drop of the hat go on a vacation, or I couldn't just, hand over a couple of $1,000s to a friend in need because they needed something. I couldn't do that without it stressing out my finances. So what I was really after, I wanted this legacy so that I can be able to create that freedom and be able to just spread as much wealth and health as I possibly can. So we are all over the spectrum in what we're doing with our impact, but as a mission, that is our goal together. We are teachers, we are stay-at-home parents, husband, wives, financial analysts, we have veterinarians, nurses, lawyers, professors, literally every profession, realtors, I see you, Victoria. We have every profession under the umbrella working this business. Some of us come in because we don't want to work our normal careers. We want another avenue to create income from home. Some of us want to continue our full-time careers and just supplement and have this business on the side. All are appropriate. So whatever you're here for, whatever kind of ideas are floating in your head, just kind of think, where do I see myself in the next 5 to 10 years? If I could just wave a magic wand and I could just guarantee myself that this is going to work and I'm going to love it and all the things are going to go in my favor, where will I be this time 5 years from now? Just kind of let that loosely go and just see where it takes you.
All right, so now that you know a little bit about who we are and who we are even as individuals and a team, you're probably thinking, okay, but what exactly is it that you do as a Beachbody coach? So let me break it down for you. First and foremost, our job as a coach is to focus on becoming our very best self. It is our very first priority, whether you join us as a coach on our team or as a customer. We want to make sure that we make your own personal health and fitness journey a priority. So we are committed to that personal growth through fitness, nutrition, and emotional well-being. That means we focus on moving, getting our bodies moving, exercising, finding a program that fits your needs and your goals and what you want to achieve, getting you set up with a simple nutrition system that will completely transform your life, that will give you food freedom, and that will give you energy where you feel good. And the third part of that is we also work on ourselves. We listen to personal development, we read books, we listen to podcasts, we plug into team resources. And I will tell you, I was not in here looking for this. I wasn't looking for an inner or even really a physical transformation. I had, lost my baby weight. I didn't really look terrible. I looked okay. I thought it was about as good as it's going to get. But man alive, my transformation from the inside out is incredible. And that's what our number one focus is becoming your very best self. Because when you do that, and when you get that shine and that glow, people can't take their eyes off of you, and they're wanting to know what it is that you do. And that brings me to number two. Another thing that we do as a coach is we share our journey and what we genuinely love. So we share it authentically to you. Like I said, I didn't come in here needing to lose 25 plus pounds. That wasn't my story. But we have coaches on our team that have come in and started with us at the start of their journey, needing to lose 50 plus pounds, right? And so they share the struggles, the ups and downs. There's no right or wrong. We just want you to share it authentically to you. I just talked about, I'd had 3 kids in 2.5 years, and my body looked differently. And I started plugging into what we do and what we have to offer. And I saw my body physically change, was not expecting that. And people would ask, Raquel, what are you doing? Because I was working out, sharing what I was drinking, my smoothie. And people genuinely, when they see what you're doing, you're getting results. People want to know what you're doing. And so we get to share exactly what it is that we're doing. Just like you share other products that you love. I don't know if Jessica mentioned, but she just had her 3rd baby, right? And as her friend, I want to share, if she wasn't in Beachbody, I would be a terrible friend if I didn't share with her how I look better at 36 than I did at 26 after having 3 kids. It's just what you naturally do. So that's what we do as coaches. We share what works for us, and we invite other people to try it too, because our products, our community is absolutely life-changing. And the third and final piece is we teach others to do what we do. I call it the pay it forward model. So again, like I said, I share what works for me, and I teach other women. We truly are what I consider to be transformation coaches and business mentors. We're continually paying our success forward. So as I have shared what's worked for me to help me get a great physical transformation where I look and feel my best in my mid-30s, and I share that and teach other women how to do it too, and how simple it really and truly can be, that's great. And then I also, on the other flip side, I have financially transformed my family's finances for the better. And I'm going to share a little bit more in the future of what that looks like. And I get to teach other women who need that extra income, who are like me, that have daycare and diaper bills and sit at night with that like financial stress on their chest. And I get to teach them how to build a business in a way that feels good, that focuses on serving and helping others. And that's what I get to do as well. So again, 3 different things. First and foremost, focusing on yourself, sharing what we do and your journey the most authentic way to you. And then that transformation coach, paying it forward and teaching other people exactly what we do to change our lives, to help them change their own.
So for those of you that are on the call, if you have the ability to chat and you can see that option, drop in there so that we know. Tell us how you're coming in. If you've already done a challenge group with somebody on Team VIP, let us know that. If you've never done a challenge group before and you're going to be starting your business at the same time as your challenge group, let us know that too, so we can kind of dive in and explain a little bit more about the challenge group aspect, if maybe you've not had the experience to go through it yet, because that is the secret sauce, the accountability piece that you're really, really going to love. So in the chat box, put that down. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go through kind of maybe some hesitations that you had, definitely hesitations that I had before I came into this. And number one is you see your coach that invited you here, or that maybe you reached out to and talked to, you're seeing, okay, they're on social media, they have people on their page. I don't have a big social media presence, or I don't even have an Instagram, or I don't have a Facebook, or whatever it might be. When I started this way back yonder, I had no Instagram. I'm assuming it was a thing. I think I was just behind the curve. I did have a Facebook, but I was not posting on it. Like literally, unless I was getting married or the birth of a child or something way random back when Facebook started in 2010, you didn't see me. Like I was in the background lurking. I was creeping on everybody else's social media, but I was not posting. So when I knew that this business was about social media and that at the time when I started, it was posting 3 to 5 times a day, about choked on my spit because I was like, you want me to what? And what am I going to post about? And who's going to like it? And I don't even have people on there. What if people are judging me? All those feelings came through. But you know what? I was like, if that's what it takes to be successful, I'm going to figure it out. So from the day I started this business, I've been on social media every single day. And without fail, I have some really embarrassing old posts because I literally didn't know what I was doing, but it didn't matter because I was committed to the process. I was committed to learning, and you will be too. But luckily for you, we've made so many mistakes along the way, and we've really figured out how to make it easier to slide into the social media world without feeling awkward and without feeling like you have to know it all and do it all to be successful. We've created step-by-step training so you'll know exactly how to do it without feeling overwhelmed or like, I don't even know where to start. We will literally lay it out for you so that it's so simple. And then maybe you're thinking, I'm not a fitness expert. Both of us have come in here. As I told you, my background is health and fitness. Most people that run this business do not have a background in health and fitness. Like I told you, we have veterinarians, we have nurses, we have doctors, we have professors, we have everybody from every career path possible. Very few people fall in that health and fitness realm. You don't need that because you're coming in with your expertise. You're coming in with who you are. When you think about the people that you follow on social media, whether it's because you love their fashion or you love their home decor or whatever they might be, the vibe that they're giving off on their social media, you follow them for a lot more than their product, so to speak. Whether they're a fashion blogger and you're doing swipe ups for the clothes that they're wearing, or they're showing you the home decor and you're buying all the things they recommend, they're a lot more than that. You follow them because of their personality, their lifestyle, the season of life that they're in. I know for me, I gravitate to other women who have small kids. I have 3 small kids, kindergarten and under. It's a freaking zoo in my home all the time. Today, I went into my powder bathroom to find a roll of toilet paper in the trash can whom my son had peed on and then left it in the trash can. This is what I'm dealing with on a daily basis. And I could take a lap around the house at any given time and there will always be poop somewhere in the toilet. And moms that don't have little kids are like, that's disgusting. Moms that are in my season of life are like, I feel that. I feel that on a deep level. Like, so we just get each other. And that's the same thing for you, whatever season you're in. If you have crazy teenagers, you're going to be talking about things that I don't even understand. So that's probably not going to be my season, but you're going to connect with those other moms who are in that same season. Or maybe people that are like, kids are dumb, I'm never having kids. You're going to connect with those people and you're just going to vibe with those people. We're going to teach you how to do that. The greatest thing about this is that you're going to be on your journey, whether you have 5 pounds to lose, 50 pounds to lose. This is my 3rd post-baby transformation in this business. So I have had the ebbs and the flows of being in shape and feeling my best and then not, because my body is not one that bounces back. Unfortunately, my celebrity trainer did not show up and whittle my body away. I have to do it on my own. And I also have the quarantine to battle. So here I am eating bonbons, working out, and telling people it's possible. But I'm being honest about it and I'm talking about it. And that's what you'll do too, no matter where you are in your journey. So don't worry about that. I'm not good at sales. I don't want to push things on my friends and family. Good. Don't do that because it's awkward and it's going to make Christmas very weird. Don't do that. But know this, you have people in your corner who want to support you. And there is about 0% of the population who doesn't want to feel better, look better, and have more energy. Everybody can benefit from this. You're not selling a robo vacuum. You're not selling a candle. You're not selling a bag. Not that those things aren't incredible, and I've got plenty of them, but you are offering something, a solution for people that can dramatically change the course of their life. Like, I hate to be dramatic, but it really is that true. You're changing people's insides. You're changing their risk of disease. You're changing the way that they interact with their family. By far, the most important transformation that I ever receive from my clients is when they are happier in their home. They feel like a happier, more patient mom. They're a better wife. They don't snap at their spouse. They've encouraged their spouse to start feeling better, and the whole house just runs smoother. That by far is the most powerful thing we could ever offer anybody, especially during this season of life. So don't ever feel like you're going to be salesy, because you're just sharing with someone how to feel better, have more energy, and feel good in their skin. Go to their closet and get dressed without throwing half the wardrobe on the floor. You know you've been there, because I have been there too. And think of it like this. Are you mad at Target? Back in the heyday when we could go physically in the stores, that was a good time. When you went in there and you saw that dollar spot and you bought $50 of crap you didn't need, were you cursing Target because they had that beautifully on display and you needed those extra Easter bunnies? Were you mad at Target? No. You're like, thank you. How did you know that I needed these $50 in trinkets that I'm never going to use? How did you know? And you push it into your cart. Oh, you have a box of wine right here in the front. Thank you. And you put it into your cart. You're not mad at Target. Nobody's going to be mad at you. You're just offering it up. You're putting it on your social media. You're representing yourself in an honest way. And people are saying, please help me with this too. I want what you have. You're energetic. You're happy. You feel good. You're fulfilled. I want that too. How do I get it? Amazon. Hello. The amount of money I have spent on Amazon since March of 2020 is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Am I mad at Amazon because they make it so damn convenient? Nope, I'm not. Thank you, Amazon, for being my daily happy. My father-in-law yesterday, we had to trade cars because one of our cars was in the shop. Anyway, he came to pick up my husband. There was boxes at the gate. Came to drop off my husband, new boxes at the gate. I'm like, welcome to quarantine, my friend. How do you like it? Are you jealous? I literally am out of control. I can't stop. But I'm not mad at Amazon. I appreciate the convenience, and that's what you're offering other people. So I know that you have these hesitations. I came in with them too, but just know what you're doing matters, and the training that you're going to have from us, you will never, ever, ever feel like one of those icky spam people that you find in your inbox. We will not allow you to do that.
And just to talk a little bit more about not being the icky spam person, we say that because this is living proof that I was that person. So I will not let my team make the same mistakes I did. I'm sure you see it. And this is my biggest hesitation too. We see people on social media selling a product, they join a network marketing company, and they become, that's like their entire feed. And that is not what we want you to do. That is not what we will teach you to do. I will not set you up to fail. Trust and believe. I am not Beachbody. I am Raquel McAfee. Yes, I have aligned with the #1 health and fitness company in the world, but I'm not just going to be a walking, talking billboard of Beachbody every single day in everything that I talk about. That's not what we do. Exhibit A on the left, I do not want you to do this. Bless my little heart. I had no training. I had no idea what to do. I had this Shakeology, like, what is Shakeology? I served it up in a box, like, hi, buy for me. Won't do that. Don't make those mistakes. Versus on the right, I have my Shakeology smoothie that has completely transformed my health, my family's health. My kids drink it. My husband drinks it. I drink it. Literally everybody in my family, because it makes us feel so good. And I've never looked or felt better or had more energy because of it. But do you see the difference? On the left, it's like I'm basically creating resistance of like, stop trying to sell me, gross, ew, swipe on by. Versus on the right, I have a pretty looking smoothie and a fun looking mason jar with reusable straws. I'm happy, I'm smiling. That creates curiosity of like, well, what is she so happy about? What is she smiling about? And what is she doing? So I show you this because I know we've all seen it, and it was a huge hesitation of mine. And I promise that we will train you how to do social media in a way that creates curiosity and not resistance, and most importantly, does it in a classy way. There's a way to do this in a very good way. I'm assuming if you're here on this tonight, you were invited by a coach that you enjoy following on social media, that you don't avoid and block and delete their post. You're engaged in what they have to offer. So just know we'll help you do that as well.
Okay, so like we said in the beginning, when you become part of Team VIP, you are literally locked in for life. No, I'm just kidding. You're absolutely not. You can cancel at any time. But really, we do take our team very seriously. We literally created a team when it was just Raquel and myself, and we created Team VIP, and we were just as fired up about it way back then when we were just at ourselves as we are now when we have so many incredible women that are part of this community. And we take it very seriously, and we work very hard to continuously make sure that the training and the resources that you have to offer your team and your clients are the very best and the most updated. We're constantly evolving and changing and updating and making sure that what you have is the very best that we can offer in that time space. You're never alone. We have literally built this through everything. We built this through all kinds of seasons, and whatever you're going through, we've been there, or we have someone else on the team who's there right now, or who's also been there that can relate to you and help you kind of walk through it in your season. And know that the team that you joined really does matter, and we're not all smoke and mirrors. Like, we talk a big game, but we back it up. We got our little tushies to the top 0.001% of the country and of the company after our first year of working this business, and we've stayed there consistently over the last 5 years because we do take this very seriously, and we do treat this like a business. Like, there's a lot of fun in this business. We have a lot of community, and we have a lot of fun, and we don't take ourselves very seriously, as you can see from this call, but we do take this business seriously, and we promise to teach you how to be as successful as you want to be. Again, maybe your goal is to just really hone in on your health and fitness. Perfect. You just want to refer it to a couple of friends and family. If you get your own Shakeology and your own products paid for it, that's icing on the cake. Awesome. We will teach you how to do that. Maybe you're like, yes, I want to see what I'm made of. I want to see where my potential really lies. We're going to teach you how to take that path too. So if you want to walk, we'll walk. If you want to run, we're going to run. And we're going to teach you how to get to the top 0.1% of the company in your first 90 days, if that's a goal that aligns with you. Once you jump onto this team, you're going to go into a coach mentorship. We just finished today our coach mentorship for July. It's 4 weeks long, and we take you through all the things. What are you doing when you're actually working? What does it look like to sit down and work? You maybe see us on social media talking about our cute little work sessions. What does that mean? Come on. We walk through literally every step of that. What does that look like? We talk about an entire training session on social media, how to do it, how to, how do you take a picture? How do you take a video? All of those things we talk about. And we give you every resource that you need, not only for yourself to be successful, but for you to give your clients. So thinking about when you're jumping into a challenge group, which is an online community, we have an opportunity that you can join challenge groups either through a Facebook group you might be part of, or an actual BOD group app that's attached to your Beachbody On Demand. So maybe if you're new to that, or you're in your first challenge group, you're seeing those resources. You're seeing that you're getting meal plans, and you're getting recipes and grocery lists to make your life easier. You're seeing posts every single morning that's giving you content and motivation and accountability to show up for your own groups. And that's where you're going in and you're doing your accountability as well. So you're always going to have resources to that. We have a big team page. It's kind of our big hub, and everything that's in there is always free for you to use.
All right, so let's get to the nitty gritty. I told you I started this business to earn additional income. So I was very interested on how do you earn money? What does it look like? So I'm going to break down the different ways in which we earn, and then we're going to open it up to share with you income progressions from women on our team that we personally have mentored and trained, as well as our own income progressions over the past 5 years, because we are an open book and we want you to see what's possible. So we earn in a few different ways. The first way that everyone signs up when they earn is through retail, or what we consider affiliate commission. So we get a website that Beachbody provides us. I pay a $15.95 fee for Beachbody to give me a website that I can share when people say, Raquel, you look great. What are you doing? You seem so happy. You are doing so great in your fitness journey. Share with me what you're doing. I'm like, awesome. I'd love to give you more info. I send them to my website. They order. And then guess what? Hi, baby. Mom life. And then they order through my website, and I earn income from that. I don't have to deal with shipping. I don't have to deal with mailing out products or taking the money or any of that. Beachbody handles all those customer service issues for me. That's great. Retail affiliate commission is a great way to earn. I will tell you, just like I said, part of our journey is to share what we love. I also too enjoy shopping from Amazon, and I tell people a lot about the things I order and give my genuine opinion on. And guess what? I don't earn a dime from Amazon. I make nothing from them. I'm still waiting on my affiliate check, but gosh darn it, Amazon, I'm not getting it. So this is what's so great. You share what you love, you share what's working for you in your health and fitness, you send them to order, and you get a commission back. The next way in which we earn, for those that are like, okay, I really want to do this, I want to really build a significant business. How do you do that? We want to earn residual income. And that's by building a team of others who are actively helping people, actively being the key word there, actively helping people with their health and fitness. We earn team bonuses based on our overall team's impact. So what that means is I'm getting great results, I'm sharing, and I'm teaching and mentoring other women who are getting great results, and then they're sharing it and helping others get great results. It's that ripple effect. So Beachbody looks at our entire organization and says, wow, Raquel, you've really been helping people not only get great results, but build successful businesses. We're going to bonus you off of the overall success of your team. So I say that because this isn't a let's just sign everybody up, I want a warm body. That's not, I get no benefit whatsoever if I sign you up as a coach and I don't help you get any success. I would rather you not join me if you're not going to do anything, or you just stay a customer, right? That's why we are truly why we want you to plug into our systems. When you're successful and you're building a successful business and you're earning income, you win. And then Beachbody says, hey, you're helping them. We win as well by these bonuses. So that's another way we earn. The third way is if you're like, hey, I do want to see how far I can take this. I want to grow in my leadership. I want to become a leader for my team. And then I want to teach other women how to be leaders as well. And they grow in this business. And you, what we consider rank up by basically duplicating your leadership. That's what ranking up means, is I'm a strong leader. I've duplicated my leadership. They've duplicated their leadership. Beachbody is great in the fact that they share the wealth. So each quarter they take what the company has made. We just finished Q2, so they took what the company has made in Q2 and they split it out based on certain ranks within the company. And those bonuses quarterly range anywhere from like $800 all the way to, thousands of dollars to tens of thousands of dollars. Again, not everybody chooses to go that route or build a big team or grow in their leadership, and that's okay. But if you're somebody who wants to see what's out there and the potential like me, want to let you know that that's also available. Now, I do have to say, have the income disclaimer, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from this opportunity. It really, truly depends on every coach's efforts, diligence, and skill. So we're going to show you some income progressions for you to see, but at the end of the day, this is a business, and it isn't just like sign up and you're going to make money. If you treat it like a business, it will pay you like one. If you just show up here and there, like if you were only to show up to your job once or twice a week, maybe a few times a month, you probably wouldn't get paid, right? And it's the same thing here. But that's what's so great, is that we have control of our income. And I'm going to show you mine in just a little bit, but that was something that I really, really value, and that I am a hard worker. And I hated in my previous job that it didn't really matter how hard I worked. I had hit my ceiling of what I could earn, and that was as good as it was going to get. It didn't even matter that other people who I was in the same corporate office with that did half of what I did, we still earned the same. And that never made sense to me, right? Even my supervisor who brought me into this job, I remember thinking, I do so much more than you, and you will always make more than me. And that never seemed fair. What's cool about this business is that anybody that brings you in, if you outwork them, you can out earn them. And I absolutely love that about this business model, because then it's like, it's back, the control is back in my court, and I get to decide where I want to take it. All right, taking you to some income progressions, and then we will open up for Q&A.
So this is Paige. She is a mom of two. She actually is, she used to teach Zumba. She's always kind of had like a love for health and fitness, but didn't really tap into her passion until she started coaching. And that's when she really saw her transformation. She jumped into this to lose weight because that was what she wanted to do. So she started coaching because she wanted a transformation. And I always tell people, if you really want to be held accountable to your goals, become a coach, because when it becomes your job, it's a lot easier to show up every day because you're literally getting paid to do it. It's such an incredible thing. She was a stay-at-home mom. and she was looking for purpose. She just wanted to feel better. Just like I said earlier, these are the transformations I love so much. People that are just tired of being tired, and they're just tired of being not happy. And that was Paige. And then she jumped into this, and she's been coaching for not very long, but she started in her first 2 months as a coach. She made $313. Her last 2 months as a coach, which was this year, just a couple of months back, she made over $1,000 in 2 months. And she's just doing this part-time while working at home with her babies. That's incredible. Think of what you could do with an extra $600 every month. What would you put it towards? Would you put it towards savings? Would you put it in your travel fund? I know for me, when I started this business and I started making money, I didn't know what it was going for, which sounds so terrible. But I was so used to living paycheck to paycheck, and I was so used to just planning my month around my money that when I started getting extra money, I was just dumping into an account because I didn't know what to do with it. I just made a business account and I was just dumping into it. I bought a couple more things on Amazon, started getting my hair done, started getting my nails done. Life is good. But then I was like, okay, now I still have this extra money. And then I really got serious. And my very first goal was to pay off my student loan debt. And that's what I started really bouncing my money through us, because I was like, okay, I'm making this extra money. What am I going to do with it? And that gave me purpose and drive. And my first goal was to pay off student loan debt. And so for you, think about, where would I put an extra $600 a month if I had the opportunity? Okay, next person.
All right, so we have Jackie. She is an elementary music school teacher. And again, she started this with no desire to work a business at all. She just wanted, again, to lose weight. Her and her husband have both collectively lost 85 pounds. Like, that is huge. And I think that's something I want you to focus on too, is that by you saying yes to this opportunity, you're not only going to transform your life, but probably most likely the people closest to you. And that's exciting. She's been a coach for 4 years, and she's a teacher. She loves her job. I'm pretty sure she'll work forever because she has such a passion for music. But like I said, she was never really in this to earn an income or build a business. She was really in it to help people. And she got great results, and people were like, dang, you look good. What are you doing? So she would share here and there. And then just this past year, as things got a little bit wonky with the coronavirus and the chaos of this year, she was like, you know what? I realize helping people with their health and fitness is awesome. But if I really do want to help people, helping people with their finances is a huge need that I can step up and serve. And she has done just that. So this is her income progression, as you can see. She was making, a little over $1,000 a month in addition to her teaching salary. On top of working full time, she would do this in the evenings, work her business. And in May, she has now matched her teaching salary. And again, has no plans on stopping teaching. But how cool would it be to love the career that you're in and then be able to also match your income by helping others with their health and fitness? Like, love that about her, that this is what she is. She has a heart for helping, and that's truly what she got in here for, and it has just blessed her. Our income will always be a direct reflection on the positive impact that we're sharing with others.
So this is another fellow coach mate on Team VIP. She's a mom of two. And when I say mom of two, like, she literally busted out a kid 3 days ago. She has a 2-year-old little girl and just had her second baby. And she started this right after she got married. She wanted to jump in because she wanted to get healthy and fit for her wedding. So she got healthy. She felt great in her wedding. And then right after her wedding, I kept telling her, I think you'd be a great coach. You've got a great personality. People just are so drawn to you. You're so charismatic. Why don't you just give this a try? And she was like, "Meh." And then she just decided, you know what? Yes, this is fun. This finally works. I have known her for her entire adult life, and I have seen her on every crazy diet you can possibly go on. She's done low carb, no carb, paleo. She has done oh man, there was a really weird one back in the day that she did. She's done all sorts of crazy things at the gym. She used to be on the elliptical 2 hours a day like it was her full-time job. Like, she was cray, always doing the weirdest diets. And I would be like, what are we eating today? Are we allowed to eat this today? Are we drinking today? Are we allowed to drink today? It was always so hard to keep up with what was happening in her nutrition. So that's what really changed for her. And what really fired her up about this business is because she finally felt like she broke free of that yo-yo dieting, of gaining the same 15 pounds and losing the same 15 pounds over and over and over. When she started coaching, she was working as an account executive. She's an incredible at what she did. But when she had her first daughter, Margaret, she decided she wanted to be able to be home with her. And so she got herself to a place in this business where she could retire herself from that job and work part-time as a coach while staying home full-time with her daughter. And you see her income progression there. She started in 2015 and really was just doing this because she loved to help people break free of their diet cycles as well. And then she's gotten really serious about it. And in her first week of June in this year, made almost $1,500. That's in 1 week. Imagine what you could do with $1,500 extra a week. And then imagine that over the course of 52 weeks in a year. That is something that can dramatically change the course of your life. If you're able to give up a career because you want to stay home with your babies and not give up the income from a career, this is an opportunity that can save you.
And then this is some of my friends in the business as well. We work closely with them. They are actually a husband and wife couple, which I think makes them super unique. I love that. Sarah is a nurse practitioner, and her husband Ralph is a financial advisor, and they both have retired themselves from their corporate careers to be stay-at-home parents, which is awesome. That's their little son, Nico. He just turned 1. They have been coaching for about 5 years, and Ralph decided to get on board 3 years in when he realized, oh, this isn't just a fun little hobby that my wife's doing. This is actually a lucrative business model. And somebody in the financial advising industry was like, oh, I see this here. And he got on board. Now they get to build their business together at home with their son. It's incredible. As you can see, their income progression as it's grown. She just needed something outside of her nurse practitioner life. And then as it slowly grew and she was sharing and they saw the potential, they've really gone all in. And most importantly, what they'll talk about is, while this is great that they've been able to step away from their careers, what's even better is the time freedom that it's given them, that they get to go spend their days all day with their son together as a family. They have what they consider, like they call their joy days on Wednesdays, todays, where they get to go out as a family and walk the beach together and just enjoy life instead of being in that hamster wheel that I talked about earlier. So that's their income progression for you as well.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. It's me. So this is me. You already know so much about my story. I'm a mom of 3, former general manager of a full service health club. Like I said, when I first started this, my first goal was to pay off my student loan debt. I had $27,000 in student loan debt that I accrued during my master's degree. During my undergrad degree, I hustled my butt off as a bartender and as a personal trainer so that I wouldn't have student loan debt. But when I got to grad school, I was working in a graduate position where you could not work an outside job. So you were working full-time hours to make peanuts, and there was no other way around it. So I had to take out loans if I wanted to get this master's degree. Now looking back, I'm like, what a freaking racket, but I did it, whatever. So I had $27,000 in student loan debt, and I was so scared that it was going to follow me around forever. I had so much guilt bringing it into my marriage. And I was just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, how does one pay off this much money when I'm young and I just started my career? Literally my first job out of my master's degree, I was making $30,000. Like, that's cute. I have 6 years of education and I have more debt than I have salary. Like, this is not making sense. At any rate, on year 2 of my business, I was able to call in person and pay off $27,000 in one sitting because of this, because I just racked it away. My first year and almost like 10 months, I think. And I just racked it away. And then when we got to that level, I called and I paid it off all at once. And it was the best feeling I've ever had, to be able to call them and just say, yes, I'd like to pay it in full. Yes, I would like to pay $27,000 today. Thank you. Never call me ever again. It was the greatest load off my back. And had I not been doing this, I would probably still have that debt, because who just has an extra 20K kicking it in their back pocket? Nobody. So I had to have this avenue. And then that really got my wheels turning, like, okay, I can do this darn thing. Like, I can do this. And I'm going to be totally honest with you, because again, this is all about transparency. I've never 1 week in 5 years worked this business full time. Never. I've never put in full-time hours, ever. Because when I first started, my first 2.5, 3 years of this business, I was working it at 5 a.m. before I went to my full-time job. And I was working it at 9 p.m. after I got home and got the babies down for bed. And then whenever I stopped working and I retired from those other jobs, I didn't jump into this to get back into full time. I jumped into it so I could do part time because I wanted to be able to be around my kids' schedule, go to lunch with my kids, be able to homeschool my kids. That was fun, wasn't it? That was a good time. But I had that flexibility to be able to go back to my old habits, work my business early in the morning, work it late at night. I've never put in more than part-time hours in this business, but slowly with consistency, I was able to match my old full-time income and then some. Because these monthly numbers, they don't include any of the bonuses that we receive either. We are qualifying for quarterly bonuses, which is icing on the cake, but that's not these numbers. That's just extra on the side. So I've been able to build a full-time income with part-time hours through consistency. And I just want you to know that's 100% possible for you. If you want to go full-time and you want to work this 50 hours a week, girl, there's a lot out there for you. If you want to be able to continue to do this part-time, but you want to see that catch up, I just want you to know it will. And just so you know, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. It's up to you to do the work.
All right, last one, and I promise we were wrapping it up. So again, you know me, you know my story. I've been coaching for 5.5 years. I told you my ultimate goal was to help supplement daycare and diapers. And just a little backstory, in 2014 and 15, when we had 3 kids in daycare, we were paying $30,000 a year in daycare. Like, is there anything worse than paying that much? When you get the end of the year statement, you're like, oh my God, $30,000. So in my first full year as a coach, 2015, I made $20,000. That was a lifesaver for us. That all went to help pay for daycare and diapers. That was huge. In 2016, you can see my annual income progression. I made $48,000. And then in 2017, I made $84,000. And then at the end of 2017, I got to the point where I told myself I had never planned to leave my job. I thought maybe I'd work part-time. I love having a career. I loved what I did. I love making my own money and being financially independent. That is something that is very important to me. But I got to the end of 2017 and I said, you know what? My babies are not going to be this age forever. I don't want to keep missing points of their life. I have the ability to walk away and I'm making a full-time income. So I had the option to choose to walk away from my full-time career. And I tell you that because, again, I just wanted to make $500. That was the goal. But what's so awesome about this business is that it gives you options when your life circumstances change. You know, maybe you'll stay in your career forever and that's awesome, but maybe life throws you a wrench. As we can see in 2020, we don't know the future. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know what's going to happen. But to be able to walk away and not be stressed financially has been such a blessing that I want to pay forward to other women. And then 2018, after 4 full years of doing this business, I got my Beachbody degree, 4 years, I passed over that 6-figure mark. And I always say the Beachbody degree because I went to school for 4 years and I got a degree. And I got student loan debt over it. And then I went an additional 2 years to get my master's degree. And with the hope of like, I hope I can get a job that pays me. What's cool about this business is I never went into debt for it. I've been profitable from the beginning and my income has only grown because of the impact that I continue to make on other women in both their health and their fitness and teaching them how to build this business that can truly change your life. And then in 2019, last year, I made over $122,000. Again, it doesn't happen overnight. I hope that's what you can see with this income progression, that it takes time to build and it takes time to grow, but the time is gonna pass anyways. Can you imagine where you could be in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3, in 5 years, if you just said, yes, I'm in, I wanna do this, let's see where it takes me. All right, I promise we'll wrap it up. I know it's late and we're gonna wrap it up quickly and then open up to any questions that you have.
So getting you started on your journey, I know that I saw a couple of you are already on your journey, which is absolutely incredible. So you actually are already most of the way, because the juxtaposition of this business is that you don't have to pay to become a coach. Your first challenge pack, you setting yourself up for health and fitness, you setting yourself up for health and fitness and your nutrition and your workouts is the same price whether you become a coach or a customer. So maybe you started this, you may have become a preferred customer right from the beginning, or maybe you were just a customer. Whether you get started as a coach or customer, it's the same price. When you get started as a coach, your coach fee is waived, and the only thing you're paying for is your products, which is your access to your online workouts, which is like Netflix for fitness. So you get access to thousands of workout programs and thousands of workouts that you can stream through. And then you also get your first nutritional. So you get the option to do, you can start with Shakeology, which we are super, super passionate about. And we'll dive more about that in your coach training. You can also start with our Recover Protein or our Energize. There's tons of options to start, but the only thing you're paying for is something that you're personally going to consume. So you're not paying for any like woo-woo magic. You're not paying for like random. Everything that you pay for, you're going to have access to use and consume yourself, which is why I really love this business. And sometimes people are like, well, isn't it a pyramid scheme? No, because a pyramid scheme, first of all, they're illegal. So don't catch yourself in one of those because you're going to go to jail. Second of all, a pyramid scheme is something where you're selling something that's not real. You are signing up people who are paying money, but there is no product. The thing about this is you cannot be a successful coach if you're not drinking the Kool-Aid. Like if you're not doing the things, you're not improving your lifestyle, you're not going to be a successful coach. You have to be using and believing in the products in order for this business to be successful for you. And then as soon as we get you going on your journey, or maybe if you already are, you're going to jump into our coach mentorship. So you'll be in our August mentorship. You'll be in a message pod with us. You'll have us as your personal mentors. We'll do weekly training calls just like this on a Zoom call where we get into the nitty gritty. And you're going to be starting with new coaches that are in the same exact spot as you. So you're going to have the same questions, the same fears, the same hesitations, and you become quickly best friends because you're going to be working together and you're going to be pushing each other and shouting each other out and being like, oh my God, I just made my first post. Oh my God, me too. And you're able to go and support each other and love on each other and really grow together in this business, which is such a unique and awesome opportunity. So you'll go into your coach mentorship. That's what we're really going to focus on for all of August. But again, you always have us as a large community team to have your back and to have your support. So beyond this call, we're going to open it up for questions and answers, but reach out to the coach that invited you and just let them know, yes, I want to get started, or hey, I've got some questions, or hey, can you answer this for me? Or hey, let's do the darn thing. And then boom, we're going to get you rolling. And again, remember, I know it can be scary. That jump off is so nerve-wracking, but just remember, whatever reason brought you here tonight, whether you believe in God or universe or spirit or all of the above, there is a reason that your gut is pulling you to this opportunity. And there is a reason your gut is pulling you to this team specifically. So listen to that and don't shy away from that. And know that the very worst thing that could happen is that you feel better about yourself. You get in shape, you feel good, you feel energetic, you gain that confidence. That is the very worst thing. The very best thing is you completely change your life financially, your legacy, the impact you have on not only your four walls, but the the world around you, the community around you that you will potentially be serving. And with that, do we have any questions that you'd like us to answer?
You can either unmute yourself or you can post it in the chat. Or if you're feeling a little shy, you can just reach out to the person who answered or who invited you here tonight too. That's totally fine. But we're open books, so feel free to ask away.
My first question would be about the social media.
Mm-hmm.
I know because I have social media and I'm on it every day just to look, but I don't ever post. So that's my whole thing. Like I'm not a big poster, and I guess I'm kind of shy about posting often
Yeah,
because I see
absolutely.
because I got invited by Teresa and she's very active and she's always posting, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
But you know what? I'm pretty sure Teresa wasn't an active poster prior to becoming a coach. So, and neither was I, neither was Jessica, neither were most of us. But in part of our training is we have a social media guide where we will help you with some example posts that you can do. We teach you how to take a good picture. We teach you how to write a caption that makes people want to read it. And we give you ideas. So trust and believe, we're not just going to be like, okay, figure it out. We literally step by step, because I wish somebody had helped me with social media. I just shared you my embarrassing, one of my first, I have a lot of very embarrassing posts. So we have gone over and above to make sure that you feel confident in what you post. So don't worry, we all have that, but we have you, or we'll teach you. We got a guide. You'll never be alone in that. So don't worry, because I'm telling you, none of us were active on social media prior to this.
And it gets fun. Like, I think before you start, you think, oh man, that seems like a chore, like posting. Really fun, because then you get to meet people like Teresa. You never would have met her if she wasn't on, interacting on social media. And that for you, you're going to be able to engage and have such great conversations. Like, I love talking with people on social media who I never would have met if I wasn't actively on there, and just creating kind of that avenue in that space for people that need who you are. And for being shy, like, I know you can't tell, but I am a freaking introvert. I know people are like, no, you're not. I am stranger danger. I kid you not. I am like, I get hives. No kidding. I would rather talk to 5,000 people than talk to one person. And that is the honest truth. I'm a real freak of nature. So if I can do this, you can do this.
And then another thing is, so if I do decide to go through with this, like y'all said, we don't have to push the product, just right. We don't have to like say, oh, you need to buy this or you need to buy that, because I know I don't want to compare anybody to anything, but like I know I had a friend that was real into like Herbalife, and it was like constant like buy it, and I was like, no, I don't want to. So I don't, like, that's the one thing where I'm like afraid of, like, I don't want to be pushing people to like spend money and to like constantly like
You will have the opportunity to invite people to join you and do a challenge group. And so you're going to be able to say, hey, here's your best package options, and this is what's going to help you have the best results. If they want it, great. And if they don't, that's great too. Like, we don't ever recommend pushing anybody, but you definitely want to be able to give them something that's going to help them and facilitate. You'll be able to give them workout access. You'll be able to give them the nutritionals that fit what they need if they need it. But no, you're never going to push people to do anything, because that's just bad practice.
Okay. And then another one was like, if I do want to get started on this, is there a specific thing that I have to purchase, or like a starter pack? I know y'all said something about 160 or 250 depending on the goal, but what does that cover? What does that mean?
So whichever package that you choose, it'll cover your first full year of workout access. So that, again, is like the Netflix for fitness. It's an app that you can put on your phone, your iPad, your computer, your smart TV, and that will be your workout access, where you can stream. You get automatic access to that for an entire year. Choose depending on your goals and what makes the most sense for what you want. A nutritional. So Shakeology is a really common one, because it helps with energy and cravings, and it fills those nutrient gaps that we just don't get from food. So that is the most common one that I set people up with. There's also an option for just a protein or just a pre-workout that gives you energy. It's a natural base. It kind of gives you an option other than coffee. But what you'll see, and what Teresa will send you, is you have a PDF, and it will give you options that you can look at. So you'll see kind of the science behind it, the indeed, what am I going to personally use? And then as a coach, you don't pay anything to open your business. When you get your package, you'll open your business for free.
Okay. Those are like my main questions.
Perfect.
I have a question. Maybe it has been addressed in the past. I'm not sure, but I maybe missed it. I've done side hustle in the past too, and like Raquel said, maybe I didn't put all my energy into it. In that side hustle, you had to meet your certain sales amount, and if you didn't meet it in that certain month, then you wouldn't be active. You had to wait again. Is that the case with this network marketing business, where if you don't meet a sell, you're no longer active, or you have to wait another period to be
So
active again?
we don't have any quotas. So again, we have some people who literally join us. Like for instance, my mom, she's technically a coach, but really she's like a VIP member. She loves Shakeology. She wants to get a discount on it. That's it. So I don't think she's ever set up anybody with a product ever. So there's no quotas in order to enjoy the discount. The only fee that we have to pay every single month is our business service fee, which is at $15.95. That gives us our website, gives us the ability to be an affiliate and earn commission. Now, we do have what we consider to be an active coach. Is you're either purchasing through products or you are helping people get set up with at least 50. It comes around about $50 in a 5-week period. For most of us, we're drinking Shakeology or Energize because we love it, Energize, or collagen, or we do beach bars. There's so many different ways of products that I'm currently using that I would be buying anyways, like beach bars. My kids love snack bars. I'm buying them anyways. So I meet that $50 criteria easily. But that only is to keep you active in order to earn bonuses. So that's in order for me to earn Team Cycle bonuses. If I didn't meet that, no worries. And people still go through me and purchase something, I'm still going to earn commission from it. So the 50 active thing is only to earn the bigger bonuses in this business. So hopefully that makes you feel better that there's never any minimums or quotas or anything like that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And that really, and I actually love that they do that, because you don't want to be earning income from something that you are not personally using.
Exactly.
So that's kind of why that parameter is set, is because if you like 50 PV, which means nothing until you kind of jump in, it's just kind of a number. But in the grand scheme for what we offer, it's a very small number. But it's just because they don't want people out there earning money off of people if they're not actually believing in what they're utilizing. So it's actually it's a positive thing.
Good question.
Any other questions? Anybody excited? Anybody ready to change your life today? Not really. You don't have to really tell us. Okay, perfect. So this call will be recorded. So if you have other questions or somebody else that you want to take a look at it, you are more than welcome. You'll have access to that as well. Again, reach out to the coach that invited you if it was not one of us, and then we will get you set up on the next step in your journey. But let me be the very first to welcome you to Team VIP. I am so excited for the opportunity to work with each and every one of you. Have a great evening.
Bye now.